Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Inside of State Farm Stadium, the Cardinals listening for the sound of their signature big red siren, which signals an air raid and brings them out to a sea of red here in Glendale. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. On the visiting sideline, a look at the head coach of the Chiefs. His side, one of the hottest teams in the league over the last few months. They've won 9 of their last 10. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Cardinals. His side also a favorite in their conference, so a possible Super Bowl preview taking place here. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's going to be Harrison Butker to get us started. And we're off in Glendale. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He cuts it back right. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. So a lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cardinals and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. On first down, Hurts. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 1-point game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Mahomes on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on first down. Mahomes. That's incomplete left side.
Man, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
The give here on second. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. Look at this. Tight end getting the carry here. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Kate, I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that that was going to be an R-U-N. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. Great push to drive it forward and get the first.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Looking to throw Mahomes. He's got a man left. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
On first down, they'll run. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down. Getting tempo with some hurry-up offense. Back-to-back carries here. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
They give it to him again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs break the tie here in the first. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Cardinals 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out ahead the Cardinals now on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
All set to go now from the 35. Going to the ground again on first. So call this a modest gain here, Brock. About 3 yards. Second down coming up. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Benson once more. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Fencing now from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
The tackle made
Offense to the line for second down. Staying on the ground with Benson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Left side into the hands of McBride. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Setting up the screen. Open space inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Right up the gut. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
41. Cardinals 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You always...
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
Harrison Butker to kick off for
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cardinals offense making its way out. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Great. Set. No touch. Hey, go.
Now an inside give to Benson. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Gets this one to Wicks. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
Intended for Michael Wilson.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt.
It's now 4th
And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. So just 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining now in our first half. More from State Farm Stadium after this. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Space past the 35. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Back to throw Mahomes. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down. Offense working quickly.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, it's Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Yellow.
Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. From the red zone now. Has it out close. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10. At their own
down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the Commanders. All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. And this is Jaden Daniels. He connects here on a 36-yard touchdown. The Commanders get the victory here. They win it by 10. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is C.D. Lamb. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Denver Broncos. And they go with the big man, Hunter Lipke. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Broncos accomplish what they set out to do as they come away with the road victory. With that, let's give you a chance to look at the playoff picture in the NFC with 1 month remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Chiefs back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season.
Yellow.
They'll run here on first down. And And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Trying to work quickly now.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That one's incomplete over the middle.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for the end zone. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
42, Carlos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10.
No touch, sir.
They'll begin this drive with Benson. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
They give on second to Benson. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Great.
On third down, it's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Cardinals out for the punt. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Chiefs returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. You're working quickly here.
City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Again, he's got room. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down throw, Mahomes. Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And he He's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on first down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds.
Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
Cardinals 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That is complete. McBride on the slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 32-yard line.
They give up the gut to Benson. Escapes the defender. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, then the other areas of the team pick each other up. Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Has it downfield working the left. 30 into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs trying to end this before the final quarter. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now give left side. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. It was Noel Williams who made the play defensively.
You know, you're not calling that play expecting a foot race to the end zone. You expect to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one right there, that's a victory for the offense.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Cards bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down.
Yellow.
They'll run here, ETN. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him and getting that 1st down. Well done.
He's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Back to the well again. Rolling into enemy territory. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Yellow, yellow. I'll go blue. Hey, 57 colors.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. That's the 1st down, and and he's still going. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Kansas City.
From the red zone on first. That one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Brings up third and goal.
They go to him again. Pushing for the end zone. And it lost the football. It's knocked loose. And it looks like the defense got it. No touchdown. They recover, and this is going to be a touchback.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on fourth and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw for it. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead.
63, Cardinals 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. And off to Benson to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts looking to throw. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That's caught for the first. The 30. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down throwing for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another.
And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Cardinals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Cardinals 14.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to pass it here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Andrew Makuba on the coverage.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And a good business decision there as he comes up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up. All right, 1 more snap to play here. They'll go. It's Mahomes. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah.